I'm just going.
including the two of us, and there another three.
No, one
You
of them is
are.
not me. So, by the way, if you want to join us, guys, because for some reason we weren't
We are now.
on YouTube, all you got to do is just click on that link, and you click on that link, and you can come in and talk to these two beautiful people talking in English. So you can come practice your English skills with us. Talk about life. Talk about netting, but whatever's going on in your life. If you need some help, some counseling on any topic, we will just peer counsel you. So all you gotta do is just click on that link. I mean, we expect our beloved friends to show up tonight. Adelina, if you're watching, you're part of the fam. Oscar, big beard Oscar, you can show up too. We need you. We miss you. This Saul, he might put a Saul on us as traditionally does, so he might not, but he's always also invited. So if Betty, if you're watching, you're welcome to come. We're gonna have a musical session here. We're gonna sing and drink and smoke, so you can be happy. Well, you are gonna, because I am not gonna, because I've been going to the I've been going to the doctor, so I'm on a diet. So I wanted a dentist, man. That's I'm gonna say it.
Oh,
It's
you
a
too?
bitch, man. It's a
It
bitch
is.
going. So Franklin, if you want to show up, you want to come and talk to us, all you got to do is just click on that link, and it'll direct you straight to us, and you'll be here on StreamYard and tell us your traumas, tell us your good and evils. So yeah, bro, like I went to the dentist, and it's kind of it's a real pain, because I had no cavities to start with, which talks good about me, but then I had a rotten broken one, so they
Right,
took them off,
right.
and
Yeah.
that
Right.
space that was left open, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
I know. I know.
ooh, it hurts. And then the dentist, she I don't know what they call them, but she fixed one of my upper molars, and she did something wrong that now it'll become an endodontics.
Okay.
So she's turning my 1,000 pesos into 4,000 pesos. I don't know if that was part of her deal to pay her rent or something,
Perhaps it is, man.
but it just got me thinking about my teeth, that I was always right. I mean, they were rotten and smelly, but they didn't hurt, and now they're not very smelly, but they hurt, man. They're like, oh, my teeth are so important.
Well,
So yeah, I'm not even.
attrition. That's how attrition works. That's how we eventually die. Like we start like rotting inside, real slowly that we don't even notice. And by the time we notice it, sometimes it's already too late. That's how I got like two of my molars removed in, I think, less than a year or so.
So, you have nothing,
No, I had something, but I wasn't really in pain, and that's the
but you have
thing.
your gum raw like that now.
Like, no, I mean, I had my molar removed. Remember, like I don't know how what was it,
But do
like.
you have your gums open like that, just raw, or you have a piece of something?
Oh no, 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 raw like that. Yeah, I
How long does it
couldn't.
take to recover from it?
Mm,
Oscar's
well,
asking how
well,
what happened.
like 2 or 3 days, perhaps. You you
It's been
you
a week,
you.
man, and I'm still in pain.
Oh no, I mean 2 3 weeks, and you can start eating like solids, but
Peanuts.
yeah, and you gotta chew, with your other side,
Hmm.
but like for it to really heal, it'll probably take at least
A month?
3 weeks, like
Oh man, don't be
I'd say.
saying that. Welcome, Oscar. How you doing, man? Been growing.
Oscar says, "What kind of music do I play?"
From beard.
I just know like 6 chords.
Hello, Betty.
That's
How
it.
you doing?
Hello.
How's everything? You
Everything's
know,
okay.
Betty.
we have a few people here commenting. What
What's
was that?
that?
Says Mac. A crazy
Yeah,
week for everybody.
he's had a tough
You know.
month. Yeah, he told me the other day he's had a tough month taking care of the family business and stuff.
Ooh, Betty, how was your week?
How is my week? I think was really stressful and crazy.
So crazy that she just decided to leave. I don't want to
Just
talk
left,
about it. But
I don't want to
and
talk
you,
about
Oscar,
it.
how was your week?
relax, relax, very relaxed.
Man, you're a boss over there. Oscar Herrera says, "Hi Cam, hi Neeson. What kind of music do you play? Do you really want to know what kind of music Neeson plays?"
Yeah. Well, when I do play at venues, I play, you know,
Satanic call yelling, what's it called?
death metal
Death
Oh,
metal.
or something
Damn.
like that. And
I was talking about you
when I'm at
yesterday.
home, I'll play some Beatles or some tunes from the '60s, like
you
some really
go
corny
and
stuff.
play
Yeah,
Los
when I'm at
Angeles
home,
Azules.
I'll play the corniest stuff. No, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, are you a singer, Cam? Yeah, I sing boleros every now and then. It's part of my heart. Yeah, I'll be doing that
Cam
later.
has a god. Max says Cam has a god voice. Well, he has a god complex, but I don't know.
It's different.
But I don't know
What?
about like Mac says you have a god voice,
What's
and I'm
that?
like a god voice, like
Voice of the gods.
the voice of a god, like
Oh God, a God. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why
God
I
voice.
said no. You got a god complex, but but a god voice.
I, Here goes the spiritual part of the show. I wish God had a voice
Oh,
so I could hear him.
you did it again.
All right. So Betty, you were saying before you just left us with our mouth right into your, that you.
Yes, that my weekend was stressful and crazy, but I think that this week I lost some fear and I apply in the things that I need to complete.
All right. It's
Yes.
nice. I lost some teeth. You lost some fear. Yeah, everybody losing some. You know, this is a losing week. Hey guys, I wanna. Have you seen Dave Chappelle, The Closer, on Netflix? Have you? That
I
was
did.
crazy.
Yeah,
Have you, Betty?
I don't know. I don't know.
was
Maybe.
was on
What you guys
Netflix.
think?
It's the one on Netflix, right?
Yeah, that's the one on Netflix. Let's
Dave
watch this.
Chappelle.
I mean, it's out of context, but let's just watch it.
Caitlyn Jenner, whom I've met, wonderful person.
Caitlyn Jenner is Kim Kardashian's step father/mother, something.
Caitlyn Jenner, whom I've met, wonderful person. Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year. Her first year as a woman. Ain't that something? Beat every bitch in Detroit. She's better than all of you. Never even had a period. Ain't that something? Oh, I'd be mad as shit if I was a woman. I'd be mad if I was me. If I was in a BET Awards sitting there and they're like, and the winner for Nigger of the Year, Eminem, my man.
That's crazy. So what's your take on this? Did he cross lines? Were you offended?
Oh, I think no. I think the people just offended when the words hear them.
Right.
But well, I think that it's important listen to others and just take the words that is important to help us to be better person.
Ah, all right. I like that one. Yeah, because he said something in the special that oh God, I so loved it. He said, I respected those old he said gays, right? Old, because I think he what he said, he got a point. Like before, it used to be a hustle, to be gay in the 80s, in the 90s. Oh my God, people used to. So people that were actually gay had to really had some strength, some strong personality, because wow, it was so much bullying going around. So I do respect them too. So imagine in Mexico, Juan Gabriel or something. You imagine the type of balls he need to have in order to be singing mariachi in this gay personality. Wow, he must be very brave. Before now, I think we all have open minds, and everybody does whatever they want, do whatever they want. So but I think people, gays, and every other part of the society, we become so sensitive. Even I have, like, I don't like people talking about nothing. I think we are in a period of too sensitive, and this guy is talking about that. But I think it was pretty respectful. Don't you guys think? You think it was disrespectful? I mean, if you watch the show, come on, we
Well,
can talk about it.
I mean, on the one hand, it's Dave Chappelle. I mean, come on, man. He's been everybody knows that he's been irreverent and offensive. What is it doing it again?
No, it's just too low.
Okay, how about this?
You're not using that one. You're using your computers, but it's all right. It's all right.
No, wait.
Now it's muted. But anyway, maybe while you fix that, maybe Oscar can tell us. What do you think? You didn't
No,
watch it, did you?
I did, and actually, when it came out, I told Nissan about it, and I was laughing about it. But he was a little bit sensitive about it. He was talking to me about the minorities, that it wasn't cool. But yeah, like he said, it was Dave Chappelle. We already know how he is. So
Yeah.
it's like you know what you're watching, or what you're gonna watch if you click play with him. If it was
Right.
someone else, maybe it would be a little bit offensive, but it was him. We already know him.
Yeah, no, but Netflix workers are marching against him, you know, because they just don't want that issue to talk about, and in a funny manner, even less. I don't know. Sometimes, like the most sensitive issue in my life is like, for example, my father dying, and I found myself last week making a joke about it to my wife. You know, she said something serious, and I just found the moment of saying something stupid about my dad's death, and I said it. I just
But some
thought
of
it
us
was funny.
Mexicans are like that, or the
And I don't think
world.
my
Like,
dad would have got mad. I mean, he's dead. So, and I do miss him. I do love him. It still hurts. I wish he was here with me. But at the same time, I need to have a sense of humor, no? I think I do.
How
You
how
know,
about now? Check.
now you sound cool and sexy. There you go. Let's go.
Thank you. All right. Yeah.
it depends the time that passed. It cannot be a joke right away. If there's some time and you feel better, it is a joke. Because if someone else said it, maybe you got offended, or you would get
plus
offended.
plus you said it. It's your dad. Like that's what I was gonna say. Like on the one hand, it's Dave Chappelle. Like, come on, he's always been offensive like that. Transgressive or whatever. On the other hand, uh, you know, I'm not a gay person. I'm not a trans woman, so I can't really tell. Like, yeah, perhaps you could laugh at a joke you yourself made about your dad passing away, but how about other people you don't even know joking about that? On plus,
But if it's funny,
perhaps it might be funny, but would it be wrong that you took offense?
I don't know. I mean, it would depend on. I mean, it would be wrong that I took it seriously, if it comes from a comedian. If it comes from a guy that wants to attack me and offend me, I might take it in the wrong way. But if he's a comedian and he says something about my ears or about my eye bags, about my big nose, I mean, I have to take it humorously, because okay, so that means that transgender people can joke about heterosexual people. What's or Mexicans can joke about Chinese, and Americans can joke about
Yeah, but
Mexicans.
these jokes are
What are you talking
different.
about?
But yeah, but for example, you mentioned like your eye bags and stuff like that. And here we're talking about people's identities, and cultural
Don't you think my eye
backgrounds.
bags are part of my identity?
You could make it part of your identity, but it has nothing to do with your value as a person. The choices you make, like physical features. But anyway, I didn't want to go too deep into that. The last thing I was going to say was, you see, I lost it. I lost it.
What do you think,
It'll come back
Betty?
to me. It'll come back to me.
Give us an
I
opinion.
think that I think in general the life is a joke. Then
Right.
we have two options: to be sad or and take the comments like often, or smile. I know that, for example, Mexican people are expert to create jokes about everything, about that, about the natural disasters, about everything. And I think that, for example, for Mexicans, it's a humor. Why? Because maybe the Mexicans are living difficult things every day. Then they just need to smile. Then they prefer to to build jokes about the situations. I think
Okay.
that.
Okay. I strongly agree with you. It's like, I don't know, sense of humor. It's always I don't know, how can I say, it's something. It's a tool to uh, to go on with life, because sometimes you just, like, how can you take it so seriously? So of course words are words. How can a word, like for example, Ludacris said it in one song. He said, shoot me, stab me, but words will never hurt me. I mean, it's just a joke, or maybe it's an insult, but that's what it is. It's nothing like different than that. It's just a joke, especially if it comes from comedians
Yeah,
you
totally.
know
I remember what I remember what I was gonna say. Like me, like I can be pretty nihilistic uh, about many things, but I guess like many people took offense with Dave Chappelle, not because of this special. It's because he's been doing this for like 3 or 4 specials already. Like every special is the same thing. He brings up the same topic. He trashes trans people. So okay, you're gonna come up with, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy any of his shows. I enjoyed them all. Like that, he makes me laugh. But the thing is that, I do understand why some people might be like, yo, man, do you have any new jokes at least? Because you've been saying the same thing for 3 shows now, like for 3 specials now. And so I think the line that perhaps uh, we don't want to cross is when it stops being a joke and it becomes a campaign, which is why some people bring up the term hate speech. Like when it's not just casual humor, but when it's like something I'm promoting and repeating. Because yeah, words are words, but with words you can organize genocides. Like words are words, but they just don't stay there. Words become actions. People respond to words, and people do that. And that's how, like, for example, like the alt-right and white nationalists and neo-Nazis, that's what they feed on. you know Racist humor, homophobic jokes, all this content. And I think that's where the line is drawn, right? Up to what point I'm just making jokes, talking about, like, for example, I really enjoy racial humor. You know,
don't?
I really enjoy racial humor
Mm.
when it's focused on our cultural differences, you know. But when it crosses the line and it becomes a campaign to trash other cultures and make fun of how, you know, black and brown people tend to be, you know, to have more criminal behavior or stuff like that, or you know what I mean? That's when I'm like, you know, you just crossed the line. Like you just overdid it. Like you're doing it too much.
Okay. When it comes to comedy, I think there's no limits because comedy is free like that. No, I think it should be free like that. You know, because we can talk about like comedy can, like look, there is a situation. My dad made me understand this situation back in the day when I was watching a show. It was called Friends, and then Ross has a kid with a lesbian, right? I mean, coincidentally, that's a topic, but not. I'm not mixing topics. I'm just saying back in the day, and then he said, "Well," and then Ross has a kid with a woman that ended up turning a lesbian, and then that woman marries another girl, and so on, and blah 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 blah. So how you doing, Fabian?
What's up?
So man, look at him. He just came from robbing someone. Yeah.
Nah, don't. I have no need for that. I was robbing myself.
Okay. So how is that
Don't
the
tell on
beggar
me,
job
he says.
working out for you? Anyway, so I was saying, so I was watching this Friends series, and then Ross marries a lesbian. The lesbian marries another woman, and they raise a kid. Remember, this was 1997, 8. You know, it wasn't now. And he said, "Well, but that could be a tragedy," and everybody's laughing about it. And I said, "Well, really? Yeah, for Ross, it was a tragedy. Like, oh man, my wife cheated on me with a woman, and then she's taking my kid with her. So it could be that the situation is a tragedy, but the approach of the writer and the director is comedy. The situation is the situation. Of course, not for everybody is represented the same,
But what was the
but
joke though? Because you know, I watch Friends. I love Friends, and I know that arc of you know the lesbian wife. But what was the joke though?
it it was the joke, you know, like
So
like like
it didn't
like.
really say anything about lesbians
Look,
being a
friends,
certain way.
he's
Yeah,
got old
exactly.
friends right there.
But you see what the difference is? It wasn't. But you see what the difference is? Yeah, it makes fun of the situation, you know, existing, but it doesn't really make judgments on value, you know, about these people. It doesn't really say, you know, lesbians are like this and that's funny, and lesbians are like that and that's funny, and this is what lesbians
And
do, and this is what lesbians don't do. They don't do
Betty has a
that,
comment.
you know. I don't think
You have a
she.
comment, Betty?
no.
No, she was agreeing.
Okay. You know, but Fabian, give me a good a comment on this. Do you watch Chappelle's Netflix special?
No, I didn't. No. It's been a long time since I've seen Chappelle. I mean, I think the last time I watched him was with you guys at work. So,
Oh no, he's causing
But I
ruckus
know,
right now.
but I know he's got some opinions about the whole thing. I know.
what?
He's quite opinionated.
Lesbians, gay
No,
people,
because he's
comedy.
And trans
because
women,
the
yeah.
sad part is that most people, including probably me tonight, they are taking this comedy show by clips.
Nah,
You know, so when you take a clip out of a
out of
piece of
context.
art, like out of context, it might seem something completely different. You know,
Right.
so this piece of art that I believe he created, which is a whole 50-minute special on Netflix, is sometimes is taken out of context. So if you take one joke out of this special, he might sound transphobic or racist, whatever. But if you really pay attention, so that's what I'm saying. That these type of issues have to be discussed and enjoyed by open-minded people. You know, because if you go on for judging transsexuals just by their gender decision, well, I guess you're stupid. If you just judge a comedian by one joke, I think you're just as stupid. You know, you cannot judge, but you cannot judge anybody by 5 minutes of what your interpretation of them is.
That's,
You know,
don't you think
like,
that's I think that's pretty common nowadays. I mean, in general aspects, especially in comedy. I mean, most people, I don't know if you've noticed, but especially with social networks and stuff, most people judge whoever out of context. I mean, most people don't read, for instance, comments on Facebook, and they're replying right away out of nowhere, you know, not knowing really how everything started, or you might mislead the situation. You by listening to one person and not both of them. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but comedy's like that. Comedy's been like that forever. All comedians, I think, have had trouble that way. In Mexico, it's pretty obvious. I mean, Mexican comedians, they're always being criticized out of one or two jokes and just
right.
bad, not really knowing their career.
I think people are just looking for reasons to suffer instead of looking for reasons to enjoy
No,
life.
nobody like the shape of the world is not the world is not a place where people have to look for things to suffer about. Like I know, like
Still, they do. But
I know what
I'm
he's
gonna
saying.
give
I
you an
mean,
example. I'm gonna give you
yeah,
an
yeah,
example.
yeah.
I don't
post
agree, but I
something
know what he's saying.
Jesus Christ.
in the teachers conversation, whatever group, in a group, English teachers, you know, and I post, dear teachers, there are some teachers, but in Spanish, maestras,
With an
maestros,
X.
but with an X, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be inclusive. I just happen to write it. So that was part of my question, but that was not the issue. I was just saying maestres or maestros, whatever. I didn't write maestres because it sounded kind of, you know, tacky.
So that's how it all began, with
Right.
saying about, you know, using the E instead of the O and the A.
And I used an X, you know, maestres. Why do some teachers complain about making so little money, and some teachers are boasting about making a lot of money? Why is that situation? And then some people said, "Oh, maestres, no, you're stupid, you're crazy, So really, the question was one, and they're not commenting on that question. They're commenting on the fact that I committed a mistake to their eyes, or that I made. So they're looking for. There's something I can comment.
No.
on.
Wait a minute. You're talking about criticism in general, and that is pretty common. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but human beings, man, that's what we know how to do: criticize, and especially criticize others. You know, we don't. I don't think we criticize ourselves. And I'm trying to say, look at the mirror, you know, and see how you're doing personally.
Okay.
But it's very easy to criticize someone else. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I think everyone's lived it, right?
That's what I'm saying. So if you don't have a comment on my post, you can keep scrolling down,
Right.
you know. But you do want to comment on my post, but not on my post. On the mistake you think I committed when I created a post.
Okay,
You
that's
know?
funny. When they want to comment on your post, but they don't want to comment on your post, but they want to comment comment on your post.
Right? You see what I'm saying? On the mistake.
I got it. I got it.
So that was crazy. So they don't, but it's easy as just keep scrolling.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm
I
not.
think you're lost along the way. Like I don't see how that connects with humor and
In comedy.
homophobia.
That
Yeah.
people are looking for moments to suffer because they don't give
But
you other
it's fu-
aspects of the show. They only
it's
give
funny
you
how
one
it's
aspect
funny
of the
how
show.
they make fun of you, and in your mind they're suffering. They're not.
You know what?
suffering.
I think he's
They're
maybe not
making
using the
fun
right
at your
word.
expense. They're laughing at you.
No,
Like
they're not.
I would rephrase it as, people are constantly looking for reasons to criticize other people and
Right.
judge, and that's not necessarily like, oh, I need to find something that makes me suffer. Like, I would rephrase that.
How would you put
People
it, Nissan?
suffer at the end of the day. If they don't enjoy, they suffer. What's the other option?
Yeah, that's what you believe strongly. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm not trying to change your mind.
Maybe
I'm
Betty
just
has a
telling.
comment.
I'm just telling you that perhaps
She's
if you
coming around
rephrase
here.
it, it also works out.
Wow,
Right?
this conversation is crazy.
Yes, this conversation is crazy because there are many. I think that the trouble is that there are many situations in our lives that are difficult to accept, like a lesbian or gay,
Right.
because it's not common in our lives. But I think that, for example, if we accept it like a normal, well, I don't know how can talking about them, because for example, I have a situation that I say, well, a friend is gay, and I say, well, in your condition, and all my friends, it's not a condition. And I try to understand, oh my gosh, what is the correct word that I need to use to talk about this
Okay.
topic. Then,
We don't know.
because for me
It's hard.
it's not hard. If my friends are gay or are lesbian, it's okay, it's not my problem, it's their life.
It's not hard
But
for you,
yes,
but it may be hard for others. That's the point.
yes, that is the point.
I have gay friends. I have lesbian friends. I mean, there's Nissan.
You just said it right there.
And I still love
What's
him.
funny about that?
And I've always said I love that man.
How do you know I have? I mean,
I've known you for years, man. Come on.
and are you sure that I've never?
I'm just
fooled
kidding.
around?
Chill.
You don't remember that night? Come on.
No, I don't.
However, look, in this Chappelle show, he does mention, well, but it's just like when he had a friend who was a transsexual, so he's saying, but I don't need on the words of the transsexual woman, she was saying, but I don't need you to understand me. It's just a life. I'm a human having experience. It's just my experience of being human. I don't want you to understand me. It's just I'm a human and I'm trying to live it. Why don't people make this clip and say uh, Dave Chappelle is promoting tolerance?
Because people don't
Yeah.
want to connect with the positive aspects of other people. That's not as easy as trying to connect with the negative aspects of other people. In reality, most people want to connect with the negative aspects because then they don't want to feel so lonely. Check this out. If I have a problem, and I feel messed up, unhappy
You are.
with it, we all are unhappy with something, right? Then it's easier for me to criticize you because then I'm not gonna feel as messed up as, can I say fucked up? I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna criticize you, and inside I may not accept it, but I'm gonna be like, haha, I feel a little bit better because this guy messes up. I mean, it's just a way of feeling better with myself out of someone making mistakes, and that's wrong. So I get your point. Suffering, right? I at the same time I don't see it as suffering, but I get your point. They're not trying to be happy either.
Okay.
And
Maybe
that's a
Nissan has
general
a point now.
aspect. That's a general aspect. I mean, think of we all have friends, family, and so on, right? And most people do criticize for that aspect. I'm just gonna feel better if you mess up,
Listen,
and that's wrong.
there's a
Okay.
reason why I usually play devil's advocate on this type of topics, because it doesn't mean that I don't agree with most of what you're saying. The thing is that I think it's time for people to start, being more, feeling more empathy for other people, mostly minorities,
Right.
because this is the thing, man. You got all this bunch of people, and I think that perhaps that's not your intention, but what you're doing right now. It's what many people on the media are doing,
Majorities.
like, oh, now you can't joke about anything, man, because everybody gets so offended, man, and these snowflakes, man, and now free speech. Now you can't. Why do they make such a big deal? Why do they have to take offense, man? What's the big deal? And I'm like, okay, so some people took offense. Why are you making such a big deal out of that? You see, because it goes both ways. Why are you like now with this campaign of, oh, we're being censored, we've been censored? No, you're not. You're making millions out of these jokes. Like, how are you being censored? No,
It's human nature, Nissan.
I'm
You-
getting death threats. Yeah, but trans people are getting killed literally in the streets. Out of hate
Everybody's getting killed.
and ignorance.
Everybody's getting killed. I
Yeah,
mean,
everybody's getting killed, but these people are getting killed because of who they are, not because they are, in shady business. No, it's people look at them like just like
kind of like racism.
the fact that you're making a face shows how little you know about the problems these people go through, man. And
Yeah,
another
I
thing,
understand.
and
No,
another
I
thing,
get
man,
it too.
yeah, Dave Chappelle, he closes his show with this. For me, yeah, it was funny, and it was like a love letter, for trans people, because he had this friend. But on the other hand, it was a cop out, because in the end he says, like, okay, you used to oppress me, as a white man, and that now that I try to talk back at you, turns out you're a lady, and that's like ignoring you know all of the trans people that are black and brown and poor, because not all of them are middle class white people. So how about the other people? I'm saying, anyway, that's my final point would be like this. Okay, he's a comedian, and everybody should understand that, no? And yeah, comedy, like, yeah, I mean, the moment you start censoring comedy, it's a dangerous ground. But
Right.
outside of the comedy realm, people are playing the same game. Like, oh, Mexicans are lazy, and they steal, and they rob people, and it's like, yo, I'm Mexican. What are you talking about? Oh, come on, I was just joking. What, you're gonna take offense,
Stereotypes.
right? And yeah, and like, people, I was just joking, like, yeah, I mean, white people are superior, and we should lynch the black man. And it's like, yo, what is wrong with you? Oh, come on, I was just joking. What, I can't joke no more? Oh, come on. And they take off the white hood, no? Oh, come on, it was a joke. You can take a joke. And these people are not comedians. These people are your neighbors, and they're using the same talking point. Oh, come on, now you can't joke about other races being inferior, and
Right.
stuff like that. So yeah, they should feel may he may have a pass because he's a comedian, and whatever. But the rest of us don't have that pass,
I think what
Right.
you're trying to say at the same time is tolerance, right, Nissan? I mean, tolerance is something that most people are not dealing well with nowadays. Because
Yeah,
there's always,
but both ways, because
oh,
I
of
see
course,
people
of course,
saying,
of
like,
course.
"Oh, come on, they take offense about everything. They should be more tolerant."
No, but what
We're
I'm trying
not
to say is
being
exactly the
tolerant.
same. I mean, come on, comedy has had jokes about Jews, about blacks, about Mexicans, about
And it will,
whites.
and
It's
it'll always.
existed forever. I mean, come on. I remember this dude. I don't remember exactly. I remember the joke. He made a joke here in Mexico about these kids that died, calcinated. A long time ago in the
Yeah,
this.
Platanito.
It was Platanito, I think, right? And it was bad for him, man. And come on, man, people are still making jokes about San Juanico here in Mexico. Of the people who died back then in San Juanico in the explosion. And I think you just have to be a little bit tolerant, considering that it's comedy. I mean, if you don't laugh at these bad things, because they were bad at the time, of course. If you don't laugh at these bad things, then you're just messing with yourself. Come on, you gotta take it easy. Okay, Second World War happened a long time ago.
Yeah, but
Don't
I don't
make-
have. I don't. If my child gets murdered, and you come and make a joke about that in my face, I don't have to tolerate you.
No, of
I don't
course
have
not.
to.
But
And
you're
that's
talking
what
about
and that's what people
Ah.
defending,
No,
defending
but I
these
think
type of
you
humor.
said something that
That's what they're
crossed the
that's
line.
what they're doing.
You said
That's what-
something that crossed the line. If you come at me on my face and you talk to me and oh yeah, I'll punch you.
especially if it's
Oh
recent,
no, wait a second.
especially if
Wait
it's
a second.
recent, that's
No,
gonna
wait
be
a second.
messed
Yeah,
up.
But if
let me rephrase
but if it's
that.
on TV,
If you
on
post up,
Netflix, you have to
no.
pay for it.
If you post about it on your Facebook wall, even though it's your Facebook wall, the moment I see you, I'll punch you in the face. I mean, yeah, you don't have to come at me and do it, but if I see you doing it, you're in trouble, bro. You can't do that
But
to me,
what's
and you
your-
can't, and you
but why?
can come and you can say, it's my platform. Like,
But
I
you're
was
saying-
like,
you're
this
saying
joke
if
was
someone makes a
legally,
for
joke-
you're
you.
breaking the law, right?
Yeah, right.
If you punch me because of something I posted on my Facebook, you might go to jail, not me.
Yeah. So,
No,
what's your point?
Exactly. That is my point.
No,
That you are
elaborate
breaking
on it.
you are crossing the line. I'm not.
Okay, whatever, dude. I'll
Because
punch you
I
in the
might say
face because you're
something-
making fun of my murdered child. You wanna you wanna be like that? Like, oh no! You just didn't respect the law, so the civilization is gonna go down the drain. Okay,
I have
you know, you
I
can,
have a question.
you can take that attitude. Yeah, sure.
I
but,
have a question.
You do the same. You do it too. I know
I have a
you
question.
do.
I have a question. We probably all would. I mean, but I have a question. There's two situations in this, so I'm going to try to put it this way and then ask the question. Somebody makes a joke about your murdered child. That would be fucked up, definitely. What if somebody makes fun about a murdered child, not yours, and
Well-
hold on. I'm not done with the question. What if someone makes a joke about a murdered child, which was not yours, and this happens everywhere in the world, and it's just you connect with it, and you get angry at me, and you punch me in the face. But guess what? I never made a joke about your murdered child.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happens
So
then?
I'm not gonna go look for you and put you in the face. As easy as that. I don't see what the point is. I would, but if
The-
I
the
were
point
you,
is,
I will
what if
watch
you
out
connect
for
with
that
it?
kid's. I will watch out for that kid's father or mother.
No, but I said general. What if
What?
the joke is generalized?
A lot of people are gonna get mad at you if they
Which is what
unless they
happens.
unless they completely lack empathy. You know.
Do you remember George Carlin?
I do.
Yes.
He would make
It's
jokes.
a comedian, Betty. It's an old
He,
comedian.
he was. He's passed away.
Right? Yeah.
He would make some real harsh jokes sometimes, and
But he wouldn't be punching down on people like that. He would be punching up. He would be making fun of the ruling class. He would be making fun of the system. He would be making
Mostly.
fun of indoctrinated masses. He would be punching on minorities and like that. You know.
Well, but that's true. I agree with that. What my point was, comedians do that. They punch at someone or a class or a minority or a majority. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm not
Some
saying
people find
yes.
it funny.
It's a
do agree.
comedian.
Yeah, that's where you might be getting me wrong. I agree with that. I'm just saying that, and it's a fact that helps other people feel entitled to do the same.
Oh, good
And
point.
these other people are not comedians. They don't make a living out of it, and they're not even funny. They're just spewing hate
Okay,
and
I
making
get it.
fun
I
of
get
other
it. I
people.
get it. I get
And,
it.
I get your
and
point.
those people are minorities.
Good
you know,
point.
and,
Very
and
good
that,
point. Very
and
good
that,
point.
and that, yeah, and that's the point I'm defending. Yeah, I don't want to come off as a I forgot the word, but yeah, I mean,
That's a
Yeah,
grumpy old
I
man.
totally get it. I totally get it because X person said something on television. Then now I feel entitled to say, "Oh, he's right." So yeah, I can say the same thing about you.
because that's
I get the point.
that's what Trump did, for example.
Oh, really good point too.
But
Yeah.
look, this is I mean, but that's part of the world's problem now because people are so ignorant that they never have an own opinion. You know, people
Yes.
usually are
Right.
just parrots in general.
Right.
They just parrot whatever they hear. You know,
Yes.
if they hear something on whichever topic, politics, fashion, whichever, you know, they just
Racism.
go and repeat what they hear. People
Right.
don't have a criteria, you know, on anything, you
That's the
know.
right
So
word, Cam.
you know, so
Criteria.
people just say they're just looking for big names to say something, yeah, to kind of, you know, talk on their behalf. Oh, but he said it. The you know, I
And if he said it, it's
she
probably
they
true.
said it,
And
not me.
sometimes many people, I think this is what my wife just scared the shit out of me.
What happened?
He's like,
No, it was my wife. My wife was grabbing some
Am I
some
farting?
chips, but you know the bag makes this noise like. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. We don't own a dog. What's barking at me? So yeah, what Cam just said, I want to what Cam just said, bro. Like, you know, many people are worried about not the masses, not the vast majority, but you know, many people are worried about that. Like that, like there are many people that don't even understand the joke. So they take it as face value and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, Dave Chappelle is actually educated me. And, you know, what do I take from what he said? You know, trans people are a mistake.
Forget educated. As
We
long as
should
he's
make
famous.
fun of them. Yeah, exactly. Because people
from
are
watching the show, I understood something really important, like that what I just said. That man, we're just humans, going through life. It's our experience, you know. I mean, I don't need you to understand what I'm going through. Just live along with me.
Yeah, but that was
I'm gonna
your-
be here.
Yeah, but that was your experience. But how about other people? They probably got something completely different.
Betty
You know
had
what?
a comment.
Listen,
But
I-
yes, but I think that we just need to respect the others. And for example, talking about this TV show, I don't know if it's TV show, but I think that the trouble is the kind of people that watch these shows,
good point
because
too.
maybe the level of education for these people is not a good level. They don't have the capability
Criteria.
the criteria.
Okay.
That is the trouble. And the other trouble is that
That's an awesome point.
nowadays, for example, social media,
Yeah.
Right.
the
Social
people
networks.
social networks, the people, you are amazing people if you have a lot of likes. And sometimes if you bullying other people with a joke, you receive a lot of likes, then you are popular. Then the other people that don't have criteria just follow the people that post um not stupid things, but post jokes,
Something popular, yeah.
jokes,
Something
but
popular.
with bad sense.
Right.
They become more popular. You're talking about something very simple. I mean, it's existed forever, and it once again is part of human nature. We've all probably lived it at one time or another in school, in our streets. The fact that ignorance is a big deal, but nowadays the problem is social networks make this a lot clearer, a lot bigger too. I was saying earlier. Okay, examples, easy examples. You read on Facebook something about someone kidnapping a kid, some guy kidnapping a kid, and this is real. I saw it a few years ago, and it happened that the guy who kidnapped this little girl, supposedly kidnapped this little girl, was a friend of a friend. He was not my friend directly, but I kind of knew the guy. All right. This happened in the state of Mexico, Estado de Mexico. And everyone on the platforms of Facebook started saying, "Oh yeah, you have to share this information because this guy just kidnapped a little girl," and it was bad. They were about to lynch this guy. Okay, it grew like this. I mean, the fire, like fire brush, just went bad. And later on, people who knew him, sort of, I talked to my friend, and he's like, you know what? No, hell no. The little girl, one, is his daughter. Number two, the wife is an alcoholic. Number three, he has legal rights towards the little girl, and just the wife started making a mess. And just because one lady thought that, yeah, okay, this guy kidnapped a little girl and started making a mess in Facebook, it grew like this. Now this happens, and you're talking about ignorance. This happens with people you know around you.
All right, it happened to me once. I have a song. I wrote a song one day that it describes the life of a drug addict, and it has two sides of the story. The first is how the drug addict is committing crimes and this and that because he doesn't control his mind. And the other part of the song is when he's sober and he says, "Man, if I don't control my mind, I will keep being that person that I don't want to be. I have to control myself. So at the end of the day, it's a song with message, but the first part of the song that depicts a guy, a criminal in a criminal mind, right? A drug addict. But at the end of the song says, I mean, control your mind, control control yourself. You like doing that is wrong. And one day I'm talking to a near, a guy near close to me, and he's saying, "You know what, man? Every time I come and I do something crazy, I put your song on." And I was like,
Really?
man,
What?
the whole
You didn't get the
point of the
message.
song
You are a bad
was
influence.
for you to feel bad about doing it, not to encourage you.
That was my point right there. That was my point right there.
So man,
Good. Exactly. You know what?
But
But
what-
I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier, man. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, this is. I know this is wrong, but look around you, man. For everyone in this planet, or the majorities at least, number one, majorities are ignorant. And I'm sorry, but I think it's true. I'm not a perfect guy. No, I don't think any one of us are, and we are ignorant in the fact that we don't know a lot of things. But ignorance, and you know what I'm talking about, levels of ignorance, it's majorities. And the fact that exists, it makes you understand why it's a lot easier for people to connect with negativity. I mean, look at the masses.
right?
Look at the masses. Bad things happen because people don't want to connect with their inner self and their good aspects of themselves. It's not as easy.
But should the song be banned because it makes some people do crazy stuff? Crazy people will
should
do
the
crazy
movie
stuff.
should the movie should the
They just
movie
need- they just need
Joker
an
be banned?
excuse.
Remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Remember what happened with that movie?
Yeah, I was gonna make an example of, for example, like I'm not in favor of censorship or anything, but I really think narco series are pretty shitty. Like I don't like them at all.
Reggaeton.
But the thing I don't like about this series is not even that they're not good, because I don't watch them. Like I don't even know if they're any good. Like I just know that they're supposed to be entertainment. Most of it is fiction, but many people take them as propedeutic courses, like introductory courses to become a criminal. And they
Have you
look up to these characters, and then they start making up their minds like, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to become. And yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh, so we gotta get rid of these series. Nah, the problem is not the series. The problem is
Your choice.
the mindset of these people. No?
Exactly, your
Some
choice.
people.
Your choice.
Yeah.
It's and at the end of the day, it's your choice. You can decide. You don't watch this series, neither do I. I don't listen to reggaeton. I hate reggaeton because I don't think it's educational.
But we're
You know?
40-year-old. How about kids? How about that 15-year-olds that
Well,
don't know any better?
I
And I
used to
think
listen to crazy stuff when I was 20.
I think
So-
that's why laws are for, man. Because okay, you can think you can pursue whatever you want, but the moment you cross the line, you can laugh at transgender people, you can laugh at whatever you want, but the moment you insult them, the moment you kill them,
You harass them.
you harass them, you're crossing the line. I mean,
Good point.
You have to go to jail. You cannot insult people just by the way they look or by the way they decisions.
But
they
what
make
if I
towards
say it
themselves.
was a joke?
You can
bad.
say whatever you want, but you cannot act upon it. I mean, the ones.
But I don't have to punch you to harass you.
No, right. But if you come to me at my face and you tell me something I don't want to hear, you are breaking the law, man. You're breaking the law. I don't know what the repercussion for that is legally, but you are breaking the law. I don't want to hear you. You don't have to insult me. So if laws are like that, I think we can coexist happily, and everybody can laugh of whatever they consider it's funny, and they can learn about whatever they want to learn, and they can follow whoever they want to follow, because we're not gonna educate 7 billion people living right now.
Yeah.
We can make laws, and when people cross that line in order to affect another human, okay, let's enforce that law. And no, don't be insulting them because of the way they look. Don't be killing them. Don't be segregating them. Don't be, you can laugh all you want. You can follow all you want. You can listen to all the music you want. You can shake your butt all you want. But the moment you
Respect me.
Exactly, but respect others.
But you're kind of proving my point though, because like, let's
am.
say, what if me walking up to you and insult you in your face is not against the law? Would you make it against the law? Because it's just words, bro. It's just words.
It's
I'm
not against the law.
I ain't
We'll need
touching
to have
you.
a debate. We'll need to
It's
There
have
you
not.
go.
A,
There you go. That's why I'm saying, yeah, exactly.
you have a fine line right there. You have a very fine line.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the fine line is like this. As a matter of fact, insulting you is not against the law. I can tell you whatever the heck I want, and it's not
No,
against the
of
law.
course not. No, of course not. But if
But
you say
your
you
reaction
Mexican
could
would-
be.
No. If you cross the line of race,
That's what I'm talking. No, wait a minute.
it's
Wait a
against
minute.
the law.
Oh well, yeah, but
If you
insulting
cross the
in
line
what?
of gender,
Yeah.
it's across the law. If I say you, hey, you're stupid, that's not against the law.
No.
But if I say you, hey, you dirty Mexican, I hope all your
Beaner.
that might be against the law.
Might
If I
be.
say,
And
In some
nowadays,
pla-
in
in
some
some place-
countries,
in
in
some
some places,
places.
it is.
even in Mexico, in Europe, we're not so behind in.
But you know what the
No,
people
but-
that are
revolution.
against that, but you know what the people that are against that saying,
Right.
that people take offense about everything, and now you can't really joke about anything, and words are just words. That's exactly the talking point of those people that don't want these these laws to get passed.
All right.
There's got to
right,
be
that's the
limits. That's what you're
discussion we're having.
Okay, that's a good
I
point.
would vote for. Oh yeah, you offend them, you go to jail or you have to pay.
Yeah, because it would be the same as racism. I agree.
Just the same.
It will be exactly the same.
But
And it should be.
but if it's
exactly
funny,
the
it's funny, man. If it's
same. Okay.
If it's funny, it's funny.
If
You
it's
know what
fun,
I'm
it's
saying?
funny. Yeah.
So I mean, we do have to keep the sense of humor in our lives, man.
Oh,
You
definitely.
You know what?
Be respectful.
It's always going to be a very, very fine line because comedians are always touching very fine lines, when they talk about racism, when they talk about sexuality, when they talk about religion. It's
Okay.
always going to be a
Betty.
fine line. And if we get that far, we're going to try to make laws about everything then.
Give me
Yeah.
your last comment. We're out. Oh, I think actually we can.
My last comment.
Yes.
Well, today this social club was really educational for me because everything was talking in the same time. Then I was pay attention to understand the meaning of the conversation, or well, just the meaning of the words for everyone. Then for me today was amazing.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Fabian, give me your last comment for today.
I'm sorry I connected a little bit late. I had to go for dinner and I forgot, to be honest. I went for a torta, but I'm glad to see y'all be connecting a little bit more often. This is pretty cool. Uh, it's funny that when I connected, you were talking about something that I was thinking about when I was walking home. This is crazy. I swear to you, I was walking home from getting my torta, and I was thinking about some crazy stuff that I have a motorcycle club, and I was going to
Yeah.
mention that earlier. If you've seen Sons of Anarchy, if you watched
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy, and how people are reacting towards that television series like it's the truth, and it's messing up with motorcycle clubs, it's messing up with mine, it's messing up with people's ignorance. So really good conversation, really good topic, really good. Everything. Nice to see you guys. Nice
Yo,
to meet
wait,
you,
wait,
Betty.
wait a second. I want to do something before we go.
What?
Saul has this thing like he can make anything sounds like deep. Like, what did you do today?
It's my
tell
voice,
us,
man. It's my
you know-
it's my tone of voice.
Probably. What did you do today? Like real quick. What did you do today?
What did I do today?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
general,
Tell us. Tell
you
us.
don't want to know. You don't want to know
Tell
what I
us.
did today.
Tell us with your voice. Tell us. Do it.
All right, wait. Let me concentrate. All right, with music and everything. All right.
Yeah, just do it.
Today I woke late. I realized that I didn't want to wake up. It was about 2 in the afternoon when I still had my jammies on. I was thinking about my family, my friends.
Yeah, just shut up.
I knew you were gonna do that. I just knew you were gonna do
No,
that.
but wait, like if you were just talking normal, I could be playing to your voice and it'd be funny as hell. Anyway.
Adam, you want me to talk normal? All right. I'll
Yeah,
talk
but
normal.
we can do it some other time. Like, because I gotta go.
I still
Okay,
have the
we all
video
gotta go.
you two
All right.
tells me, man.
Remember, guys, we have a conversation club every what days today? Every Friday.
Okay, today's Friday.
Every
Hey, wait! I want a comment from
Central
Nissan
Time.
and you.
What?
I want a comment from Nissan and you.
Neeson already made his comment.
I think I did, no?
You did?
Yeah, me, I talked a lot of.
Well, I
bullshit.
was gonna say, I was just gonna thank you, Saul, Betty, for joining us. Thank you, Cam, for having us. And I thought we were gonna keep it simple today. I thought we were gonna talk about like guilty pleasures, stuff like that. I was actually gonna propose that topic. Guilty pleasures. Do you like Justin Bieber sometimes? Confess.
I do.
But Cam wanted
I like
to
one
go,
of his songs.
Cam wanted to go like
Comedy.
controversial. Yeah.
I thought you guys were gonna talk about this guy, the actor who killed
Alec Baldwin.
Alec
But
Baldwin.
that's too new. Like I wouldn't know what to say. Poor Baldwin, man. I like him.
I would weapons, guns, permission of using
gotta go.
guns
Sorry,
in the
gotta
United States.
All right, guys. See you next.
All right,
next week.
See you.
Bye,
Bye bye.
late.